We are recording. We are recording. Welcome. Welcome back to the fourth and final episode of Want to Get More Familiar? Want to get more familiar with how to open the conversation about the importance of positive mental health at work, be it home, office, hybrid, but through play-based team building experiences. Here's how. So welcome to the fourth and final edition. I'm Robert Mandelson, the creator and facilitator of Powerful Play Experiences, Positive Workplace Mental Health for Teams. And who are you? Who are you, Tanya Hewitt?
So I am Tanya Hewitt, and I am your friend, Robert.
Excellent. And I am so appreciative that one of my three friends in life, has decided to join with me today. We'll keep it short, as we have done over the past three episodes, which, by the way, are posted here on LinkedIn. Our first post was Tuesday, second one, of course, Wednesday, then yesterday, which was Thursday, and here we are on Friday. Okay, how do we open and start the conversation about positive workplace mental health in a way that's comfortable and safe and easy and fun for everyone?
Can I just preface that with something, Robert?
Absolutely.
So a lot of people realize that we have been in a global pandemic and that the pandemic has after echo effects. And there isn't just a virus that affects our lungs or whatever out there. There have been a whole lot of things that this pandemic has exposed. Things like social injustice, things like, income inequalities, um, innate biases, all sorts of things. Mental health is one of these echoes that a lot of people have been saying is probably the largest, that affects more people than a lot of those others. And that is why this conversation that Robert is having with you is of such importance. It hasn't been given the attention that it has. A lot of mental health has a very sordid history, and we don't necessarily want to dwell on that as much as to realize that, one, we do need to start talking differently about this, and that two, it's very important that we do, because it's not going to go away. And the less we engage in this type of conversation, all we're doing is delaying it or allowing the problem to fester and get worse. So that, I just wanted to preface what you were going to say with that.
And no one person can say it more eloquently than you, myself included. So thank you for that, and let's springboard from that. So as you're sharing that, I'm feeling a certain heaviness with the subject matter. In respect of that, how do we open the conversation? My solution around the heaviness of it and opening the conversation, my solution has always been and will always be to weave that into a play-based team building experience through my business, Powerful Play Experiences, Positive Workplace Mental Health for Teams. With the tagline, I make it easy, I make it fun. Now, you've had that opportunity to attend many of my online workshops. What comes to mind when I say that to you, to weave in the heaviness of the conversation into a play-based team building experience with the objective to make it easy and make it fun based on your experiences?
So when you start to get into a very play-based environment where you are being asked to do things that you wouldn't normally do on, well, either in real life or on a virtual call, things like giving people a literal standing ovation, um, high-fiving people, um, having interactions that break the taboos of a normal interaction in the workplace. You can start to get people's guard softened so that they can not feel quite as defensive when you start to bring up some of these heavier topics. The other thing that I wanted to preface that intro that I gave was to universalize this experience, that it's not, if you don't, using the Bell nomenclature, if you don't feel like yourself today, if you don't feel like talking today, this is not because there's an innate problem with you. This is because this is a universal human experience that we haven't necessarily given the attention to, that Robert is trying to get more people to talk about
Through play.
through play.
Through play. Can you say that say that piece one more time? Something about the guard, loosening your guard, or softening.
Yes. So often when people are put into unfamiliar circumstances, they have their defenses up. They don't want to be interacting. They don't want to reveal too much about themselves. They don't want to feel vulnerable.
Hmm.
And when Robert comes in with his boom whackers and his flowers and all of the activities that he gets his participants to engage in, that begins to soften all of that defensive reaction, so that people feel less uptight about getting into the kind of activities that Robert gets people to engage with, and then to weave in some of these concepts of mental health.
Wow. Wow. We are going to rewrite that, but and put it on my resume. uh, it, Today we're talking to leaders. Today we're talking to leaders with teams. This particular series, this 4-part series, again, that I call want to get more familiar with how to open the conversation about the importance of positive mental health at work, home, office, hybrid, through play-based team building experiences, was specifically designed to communicate a message to leaders with teams in the workplace. Anything you want to say to that before we wrap up, Tanya?
A lot of people are hurting out there. A lot of people are lost. They don't know how to handle this. And realizing that you're in that situation is nothing to be ashamed of, and asking for help from somebody like Robert is a perfectly acceptable and, in fact, very good thing to do, to be able to get some of this um, some of this reluctance to be able to engage in these kinds of topics addressed.
And again, for those who are here today, visit www.powerfulplay.ca, and I've posted a number of videos, be it live workshops, face to face, online, so you can get clearly you'll see how it's done, how we use play-based activities through a team building experience to increase comfort levels, to get people at ease with being themselves, and okay with talking about positive workplace mental health. Okay, last comment, Tanya.
You've got to start getting involved in this stuff, guys. It's going to affect everybody. Try to get out ahead of when it's going to affect you.
And my last comment is, you need to find Tanya Hewitt on LinkedIn. You need to link in with Tanya Hewitt. She is a prolific speaker, online presenter, online host of a monthly webinar series that you call
The Beyond Safety Compliance monthly series.
Beyond Safety Compliance monthly series. And this has been happening for over a year now.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much. And Tanya has quite the following. And as I said, a prolific speaker, a presenter, host. What can people expect from your webinar series?
I would hope that people would learn something. I hope that people would be able to network a little bit and engage with the material in small groups. And then they can, after all of that heaviness is done, they can root for their name on the wheel and possibly win a prize.
And I need to say that no one hosts a webinar series anything near to how Tanya Hewitt hosts a webinar series. Her style and format is unique, and I think I may have only missed 2 or 3 over the past year.
Yeah.
I can't thank you enough for being here today. Last minute. Okay, let's wrap it up. You've been watching the 4th and final episode of Want to Get More Familiar with How to Open the Conversation about the Importance of Positive Mental Health at Work, Home, Office, Hybrid, through play-based team building experiences. Here's how. And it's been a great past 4 days posting videos for everyone. I'm Robert Mandelson, the creator and facilitator of Powerful Play Experiences, Positive Workplace Mental Health for Teams, www.powerfulplay.ca. And if you are a leader of a team and you find this subject matter to be kind of interesting, and you're curious to find out more about how we use play-based team building experiences to start the conversation, reach out to me, Robert at powerfulplay.ca. Have a great day, Tanya.
Bye, everyone.
Awesome.